So now in this class I will going to start with the new concept in the chapter organizing, that is delegation. So the main concept of the organizing chapter, that is delegation. Till now you learned about the types of organization and the types of organization structure, importance of organization, process of organizing, and the meaning and definitions of organizing. So where in an organization there are so many kinds of work that are to be performed by the individuals in the enterprise. Based on those activities, we are going to create a management structure. So based on that, we are allocating authority and responsibility relationship. So based on that authority and responsibility relationship, the delegation has to be done in the enterprise. So what is delegation? So what exactly the delegation meaning tell us means, in simple words, delegation refers to downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinates. So where delegation means downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinates in the enterprise. Say for example, in an organization there are 3 levels of management. One is top level, then second is middle level, then third is lower level. So you know about those 3 levels. In top level, the managing director will come, and in middle level, branch manager or departmental heads will be there, and in lower level management, supervisor and workers of the organization will be there. So where each level of employees, based on their position, they have an authority. But in the case of delegation, what exactly happened means the transfer of authority from superior to subordinator will be possible. So therefore, with the help of delegation, the authority of managing director is transferred to branch manager, and the authority of branch manager gets transferred to supervisor. So that kind of passing of authority is called as delegation. As you know about the meaning of authority, I hope all of you understood the meaning of authority. So what is authority? Authority means right to issue order and power to take a decision in the management based on the position. That is called authority. It is one of the principle which is given by father of general management, Henry Fayol. So that is why in a delegation, transfer of authority from a top level management to lower level management is to be possible. That is called delegation. So it is in simple words. So we have another meaning. In specific words, delegation means granting of authority to subordinate to operate within the prescribed limit. That is called delegation. So those two meanings are look like same, where in specific words delegation means granting of authority to subordinate to operate within the prescribed limit. That is called delegation. So just apply this meaning to this structure, granting of authority to subordinate. So in this case, who is superior and who is subordinate? The managing director is superior and the branch manager is subordinate. In this case, managing director delegates means transfer authority to the subordinate, means branch manager. So the branch manager also have subordinate called supervisor. The branch manager transfer his authority to the supervisor in the organization to get the work done. That is why delegation means transfer of authority from one person to another person, that is superior to subordinate. That is the simple meaning of delegation. Why it is to be required as a management? Why the delegation of authority is to be done means to reduce the work, to reduce the work of officer in the enterprise. Say for example, managing director. The managing director is the topmost authority, so where he need to overlook about entire organization process. At that time, the workload is to be more. To reduce that workload, the delegation is to be required. So with the help of delegation, he transfers his authority. So little bit of authority to the branch manager. The branch manager transfers his authority to the supervisor in the enterprise. That is why with the help of delegation, the work load of the superior gets reduced with the help of delegation. That is why once again I am repeating the meaning. Delegation means downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. That is the main concept of delegation. Hope you understood the meaning. Then let's move to the definition. So definition of delegation. According to Theo Hyman, so it is second time I am repeating the word, the author, that is Theo Hyman. So who is Theo Hyman? Already in previous video session I informed about the author, management philosopher, that is Theo Hyman. Theo Hyman is a German management science educator and also management author. That is why in the word Theo Hyman, delegation of authority merely means a process of granting of authority to subordinate to operate the task within the limit and procedures. That is called delegation in the words of German management science educator and author Theo Hyman. So when you look into the definition given by Theo Hyman, it is similar to the meaning. So what he says, delegation means it is a process of granting, means giving permission, granting of authority to subordinates to operate, means to work within the prescribed limit and procedures. That is why you can take of any of the definition given by management philosophers and thinkers. The definition and the meaning says delegation means transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. So managing director transfers his authority to branch manager transfers his authority to supervisor, where the supervisor, by using delegated authority, they are going to give instruction to workers. By giving instruction to workers, they are getting work done. That is about the concept of delegation. Keep remember, delegation means downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinate. There are mainly three elements of delegation. One is authority, second is responsibility, then third is accountability. So therefore, as you know, delegation is a downward transfer of authority from superior to subordinates. That is why in the case of delegation, we can able to observe three elements. One is authority, second is responsibility, then the third element is accountability. So let us know what exactly authority, responsibility and accountability is. First element of delegation, that is authority. As you know about the meaning of authority, authority means right to issue, order and power to take a decision by the superior in the enterprise. That is why authority can be transferred from superior to subordinate. So let us know what is the meaning of authority. Authority refers to the right of an individual to command. It means to guide the subordinates and to take action within the scope of his position. That is called authority. So in simple words, authority refers to right of an individual to command the subordinates and to take action within the scope of his or her position. That is called authority. So always authority flows from top level management to lower level management, which is having downward flow. So that is why how the authority arises means it arises from a scalar chain. As you know about the scalar chain, like so from top level to middle level management, middle level to lower level management, and based on that we are created the position of authority. So that is why the authority is arised from the scalar chain system in the enterprise. Say for example, I will give an structure of an educational organization. So in educational organization also the delegation is to be found. How it means? At the top level, administrator of the institution will come. So below him the principal, below the principal if there is an vice principal, vice principals will be there, and below the vice principal headmaster, below the headmaster teachers will be there. So below the teachers all the students, they will get guidelines and instructions about their studies. Like this is a structure in commonly found in the school or educational institution. So here also authority gets transferred. How it means? the administrator have more work, so he must look about entire school, he must look about the requirements which is to be provided for an institution, and he need to look about the entire progress of present and future also. That is why his work is much more. That is why what he is going to do, he is transfer his authority to the principal. So here, with the help of delegation, the administrator means superior transfer authority to subordinate. So where the principal also have more work at the time to reduce their work to focus on the important activities, the principal delegates means transfers his certain authority to vice principal. So the vice principal gives instructions and gives commands to the headmaster. The headmaster gives work order and instruction to the teachers, where the teacher also gives instruction to the students regarding about their studies. That is why the delegation means downward transfer of authority from top level to middle level. This is about the first element of delegation, that is authority. Then second comes, that is responsibility. So what is responsibility? Where you learnt? So you learned in the second chapter under the concept of principles of Henry Fayol. So what is responsibility? Responsibility means it is an duty to perform the given job or given task. Let us see, responsibility is the obligation of a subordinate to properly perform assigned duty. So always authority lies with the hands of superior, responsibility lies with the hands of subordinates in the enterprise. That is why here what the superior delegated authority as a principal, they must complete a given task. That is why responsibility means obligation of a subordinate to properly perform the assigned duty or job. That is called responsibility. Each and every teacher have responsibility to complete the syllabus within the period of time. So say for example, the teachers, like we also have some authority and we also have responsibility. So our responsibility is to complete the entire syllabus within the time schedule, and we need to provide the notes, and we need to conduct the test and correct them, and we need to monitor the progress of a student. Like that is all our duty, and it is bind that we need to complete. That is called responsibility. So that is why responsibility arises from superior and subordinator relationship. So where authority arises from the system of scalar chain, but responsibility arises from superior and subordinator relationship. So in this example, who is superior and who is subordinate? Administrator is superior, principal is subordinator. Means what the superior has given the work, the principal, that is subordinate, must complete the given job. That is about responsibility. Then third element of delegation is accountability. So where there is an authority and responsibility, there should be an answerability, that is accountability. Accountability implies being answerable for the final outcome. So being answerable for the final outcome. So the person who is having a responsibility, they must accountable for the result or the final outcome. Say for example, I am working as a lecturer, means I have a responsibility to complete the syllabus and to provide the notes to the students. If I have not completed the syllabus on time, if I have not provided the notes, means what would be the result or what would be the final outcome? My work is not done properly. So who is responsible for that? Means me only responsible for that. So that is why accountability means being answerable for the final outcome. If the student completed his writing work, if the student is studying much better and he or she is scoring good marks in the exams, means that is the student is accountable for his duty. So like that each of us have accountability for the final outcome. Say for example, administrator delegates authority to principal, principal delegates authority to vice principal, vice principal delegates authority to headmaster, and he delegates to teacher, and the teacher gives command and instruction to students. Each and everyone in this chain have an responsibility and accountability. So this is all about the three elements of delegation. So keep remember, authority flows from top level management to lower level management, whereas responsibility moves upwards from lower level management to higher level management. So that is why authority is delegated. So it means the authority can be transferred from superior to subordinate, but responsibility is assumed. So if I am a subordinator, my superior has given a work, means I must assume that I need to complete and I should complete. Then accountability means it is an answerable for final outcome, means it must be imposed. It's my responsibility to complete the job. That is why authority is delegated, responsibility is assumed, and accountability is imposed. All these three about the element of delegation, that is authority, responsibility, and accountability. The next concept is difference between authority, responsibility, and accountability. So if you clearly go through these differences, you come to know what exactly authority, responsibility, and accountability is. Let us go with the basis points. The first difference on the basis of meaning. If we look into the meaning of these three elements, authority means, of course, right to command, where responsibility means obligation to perform assigned task. Whatever the superior given the work, that is subordinate responsibility is to complete that task, that is responsibility. Then accountability means being answerable for the outcome of assigned task. Whatever the task which is received by the superior, the subordinator is accountable for the final outcome. That is the difference on the basis of meaning. Authority means right to command, responsibility means obligation to perform a given task, accountability means being answerable for final result. Then second difference is on the basis of delegation. So delegation means transferability. On the basis of transferability, authority can be delegated from one person to another person. Say for example, administrator can delegate authority to principal, principal can delegate authority to vice principal, vice principal can delegate authority to headmaster, headmaster delegate authority to teachers. Like authority can be delegated, but responsibility cannot be entirely delegated. So it cannot be entirely transferred from one person to another person. Say for example, completion of syllabus of business study. Who is responsibility? That's my responsibility. I cannot be transferred to other person. Like we cannot entirely delegate the responsibility. Whereas accountability, it cannot be delegated at all. It is my duty. I must complete the work. So that is my accountability. Then third, on the basis of origin. So origin is nothing but on which basis it can be formed. So the origin of authority arises from formal position. So the authority, like in an organization structure, administrator, principal, vice principal, headmaster, teacher. So based on that scalar chain, authority is to be delegated and based. Responsibility arises from delegated authority. So that is based on delegated authority, responsibility get arised. And how the accountability get arised means based on the responsibility. Based on the responsibility, accountability can be set. Then last difference is on the basis of flow or movement. Authority flows from superior to subordinates, that is flows from downward, like superior to subordinators in the enterprise. Whereas responsibility, it moves upwards from subordinator to superior. Always authority moves in a upward movement. Always responsibility moves in upward movement. Responsibility moves from a downward to upward. Authority flows from upward to downward. Also moves from a downward to upward movement. So that is why based on flow or movement, authority flows from top level to lower level, and responsibility moves upwards from or subordinator to superior. Then accountability moves from subordinator to superior in the enterprise. This is all about the differences between authority, responsibility and accountability. Thank you.